Hey, let me give you this hypothetical. If you're in a war over oil, and I'm not condoning war, I'm not condoning dumb resource wars and oil wars and regime changes. I'm just asking from a tactical perspective. If you're in a war mostly about oil or about, you know, changing the balance of control of those sort of resources, and as a country, you're making money, your oil companies are going to report record profits, and but your citizens are paying like $4, $5, $6 at the pump. It's harsh. Now everybody else in the world is 4 weeks from running out completely, or they're paying 10 to 15 to $20 a liter, like this much, as opposed to a gallon of this much. That's where this is right now. In that paradigm, who's winning? Every day I read how we're getting killed and Trump's losing and we're going to do this and that and we're going to get our comeuppance and oil's going to be $180 a barrel. Meanwhile, it's back under 100 or 105 or whatever. You know where it was last year? 105, 100. You know where the stock market was last year? Same correction it was now in March of last year. We're pretty much getting to where we were in March of last year, 1 year ago. It seems like this roller coaster of turmoil and insanity and war and craziness, but we're really not that far from where we were. And a lot of this is, I hate to say it, but I truly believe Trump's entire underpinning of his presidencies and regimes was to get a rate cut out of the Fed, and he still can't get one. It's like it's like 7 years or whatever, 8 years of his power, and can't get a rate cut. And a lot of it is his own doing, because he blames Powell and he blames the Fed, but he does things that create massive inflation. And as long as he's going to keep creating inflation, it doesn't matter if you blame it on Biden, the Fed's not going to cut. So that's the conundrum he's in. He can call everybody names. He can make fun of everyone. It's working in Iran. It's not working here because there's nothing, no one can help him. The Fed's not going to lower a rate when people are paying $6 a gallon for gas, because it'll just make gas $7.50 a gallon. So they can't do that. It's their mandate not to do it. And the jobs are such a weird mix mash of, nobody's hiring because there's too much volatility. No one knows what's going on with AI or AI investment or oil or the war. So that's keeping people from hiring. We're in a very strange transitional labor situation now. But of course, we've got one party who wants everyone to be idiots, and we have one party who wants everyone to just be poor. You guess which party is which. The red wants everybody to be dumb as fuck and go to church and, pledge allegiance to Chris Stapleton or Toby Keith and vote for Trump. Wonderful. The other team, I don't know what they're about anymore. The blue team, I did a video yesterday. It's terrible. You do a video criticizing the blue team or trying to offer any help to the blue team as a blue team member, and all you get are red team people, MAGAs, screaming about how bad the Democrats suck. And I'm like, I know my video wasn't for you to pile on and pound your chest. I'm not on your team. I'm trying to repair my team. You shouldn't be in my locker room. Get the fuck out. But that's how YouTube works. But where are the Dems to comment on it? Where's Chris Cillizza? I complimented him and insulted him at the same time. Where are his people to say, well, we're fair and balanced. 2 days a month we talk about negatively about the Dems, and 28 days a month we talk negatively about the Republicans. The Republicans, 30 days a month talk negatively about the Dems. If there were 32 days in the month, they would talk about them negatively 32 days a month. The Democrats, I don't know, when they're not busy shitting on their own, attacking their own, fighting their own, they're busy breaking off into 47 different agendas that are each as important as the other. And then when you try to have an electoral push or block, you're not going to get a blue wave with 17 agendas. You're going to get a blue wave with 2 or 3. I always come back to chicken in the pot, some social correction of some social issues, bingo. Then you have Democrats. Otherwise, how are you going to have a blue wave? You don't have a singular faction on the Democrat side. You have 108 who just broke out. You have the Social Democrats, and you have the libertarianish guys. You have the far right middle Democrats, the establishment guys, the Schumers and the Pelosi's. What are you going to do? How do you win in that? The only way you win is Trump loses. And he'll lose eventually because he only gets 8 years. But that regime is so strong. They're putting in this, the gerrymandering is so powerful. They've put in so many, God knows how many, attorney generals and electoral ding-dongs who are going to just cheat and pad the numbers in every election now. I mean, democracy's a flaming joke. It's not funny. We're not winning anything. I told you can't get a third party because the two parties crushed the third party. I did a video on that a while ago. No one watches. People will write and just shit on the Dems and shit on the Repubs or whatever, shit on the independents. And then yesterday I had some, what came back? There was a coaching video about how basically I talked about everything I said, which was like, the problem is the extremes, and that the extremes are here and here causing a problem. In the middle, all the genius is here. And I was like, that's years ago. I go, now the extremes are like this. And the middle is this little sliver here where you get stuck in between the two bubbles. And the bubbles, especially the establishment bubbles, will crush anyone who tries to run up the middle. Not a chance of running up the middle. They won't tolerate it. No libertarians, no progressives, no moderates are going to go through. It's not happening. So you can go around way far right, which is what Trump did, knew the Republicans were weak as shit, usurped the party, went far, far right, created the entire MAGA movement, and there you go. He stole the Republican, just pulled the rug right out from under them. The Dems, Bernie tried it, went up the left, his own money, $19 a pop, got what do you have? Almost 15% of the polling, which would have gotten him into the debates. If he would have run as an independent, he could have gotten the debates. That's one of the most biggest thing that sticks in my craw to this day when people talk about Bernie, a footnote in history, because he gave the movement to Hillary and the Dems, and they put it in the toilet. The movement that would have won the election, he gave it to them out of, well, that's how the rules go. Talk about fighters. Talk about someone proving themselves not to be a fighter. Now he's out laying down on the tracks against AI as though that's going to help poor people. Yeah, just fight AI while it steamrolls the entire economic system and teach everybody else to fight it and be poor as opposed to embrace it and learn how to do it. I just created an entire set of branding for this new business I made on AI in a day, including a website, banners, the whole thing. I normally would have had to pay $20,000 to graphic artists and production houses to do that for me. I did it for $40. So you tell me it's not going to be ubiquitous and take over like the whole internet has. Just pretend that it's, the evil is rolling, going to take everyone's jobs. Is that a way to approach a problem? Is that who you vote for? Why do you vote for people who go, end it, kill it, it's gonna, Or do you vote for people who look at both sides of a problem and figure out what makes the most sense for their constituents, how to work across? There's no working across the aisle. You don't need aisles. You just, one person looks and you figure out what fucking makes sense. And then the other person looks and says, this makes sense, that makes sense. And you get together in a room and you mash it out and you come up with the best fucking concept for everybody moving forward. But that's not what we do. We're a two-party duopoly shithole that is completely broken. Neither party cares about the people at all. All they care about is maintaining power and moving their particular agenda, whatever it is. Now, for the Republicans, the agendas are 90% anti-left. That's why it's easy to figure out their agenda, because it's whatever the left is, it's anti most of it. But the left agenda is so warped now, I have no idea what it is. Is it Palestine? Is it estrogen? Is it burqas? Is it trans rights? Is it trans in sports? Is it whatever? But where's the economic piece? Where's the chicken in the pot? Where's the growth? Where's we're all going to get rich? Where's the American dream on the left? Gone. There's no American dream on the left. What the hell kind of political party is trying to exist without having a dream to sell? It's crazy. The dream of what? Freedom of what? To freedom to be poor, to get a universal basic income, to hate everything that involves capitalism? Well, then what do you want to be? We're not going to be a socialist country, people. We're not going to be communists. But we're also not going to be, you're not going to be rich. You're not going to be Elon. There's got to be a middle where you live in a reality, not a bubble. Come out of the bubble, live in a reality. You work hard, you have opportunity, you make money. It doesn't matter what your creed, color, religion. That's what America's about. It's been carved up into this bullshit left versus right paradigm for nothing but political gain by the two parties. That's it. And they've delivered nothing of value for services since. They really haven't. They've raked up 40 trillion in debt. They've enriched themselves. They've enriched massive corporations. They've created a complete oligarchy. We have got rid of many of our basic rights, like Roe versus Wade. I know I posted yesterday about, I mentioned about that most of us would prefer to have Roe v. Wade. And of course, people write, we the people don't want it. I'm like, you, the people, are a 30% fucking minority. If minority is ruling in America, then you don't have a precious democracy. When minority rules, that's not democracy. That's minority rule. That means something's broken. And that's the two parties who are broken. So we have to stop pretending that you have some sanctimoniousness because you're working within the system and you understand, bipartisan politics. No, it's a broken system. Our elections don't work. Our governance isn't working. We have no representation whatsoever. And we're at minority is ruling in a lot of different places. Some of it left, some of it right. And that's why people cannot understand. There's no common sense. And all of this was predictable. It was predicted. When Reagan was running, all the punk rockers, we were running around saying, we're going to be in debt, the rich are going to get richer, the poor are going to get poorer, and we're going to be in perpetual war. Which part did we lie? Tell me where we lied. All three of those things have been spot on, balls on, accurate, factual since 1979. And for the Iranian war people, like the ingenious global oil expert who was speaking today, who obviously never heard of the 70s or embargoes or anything that went on then, is talking about the pain we're going to feel. And I'm like, or the pain we're feeling. I'm like, I don't want to break it to you, dude, and I don't want to belittle it. I know people are feeling pain, but we had this pain during the blackout, 9/11, a couple of snowstorms in New York, Hurricane Sandy. Like, we've been through this numerous times where gas goes up, gas goes down, gas is in shortage, gas is in supply. This is the least it's been short in my lifetime. There's no lines. They're not shutting down gas stations. There's not people lined up down the street holding cans, gas cans, yet. And maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But the difference is we have stockpiles of fuel now. We can supply our own. We can bring our own prices down. We can gouge other countries. That's why, watch, once again in the next year or so, you're going to see these oil companies report record profits, and we're going to go, what the fuck, every time. And this expert's going to go, why did I think of them just raising the price? What the fuck is wrong with these people? Because, like I said, if you're paying $5 at the pump and you have shitloads of oil, and they're paying $10 or $20 at the pump and they're running out, who's winning that war of attrition? So stop crying and screaming about that we're doing this and we're wrong and we're doing it. It's all just the same shit again, repeated. We knocked down Iran to pull their power back and their resources back from supplying terrorism throughout the region. And they also hold many people's oil hostage. Europe and the Eurozone, Russia even, Asia, China. So Trump is doing his usual thing. He's like, we hit him. Now the strait's closed. What are you going to do, NATO? What are you going to do, Asia? You all need oil. You got to come with me. You got to help us. You got to be Trump's friend. And they're all like, no, we don't want to be Trump's friend. We have to figure out a way out of this. But they don't have a way out of it. So ultimately, if we leave, what are they going to do? They're going to have to come in and work something out with the mullahs and clear the strait. And the word is that the mullahs are going to keep it closed. So then what? What's China going to do? Beat us up? Beat somebody up? No, they need oil. So they're going to buy from Russia, they're going to buy from Iran, and eventually it'll all get opened up because the world is going to come together and do what America started, which is either get rid of the mullahs or open the strait. So it does, again, think linearly, think of the whole picture, not Trump bad, Trump good, Dems bad, Dems good, Iran bad, Iran good, Israel bad, Israel good. Ugh! Think with your fucking big boy brain. Use all of it, not just a little piece that agrees with what you feel in your gut about a particular person or a party or a thing. Use some history, Google, AI, go on, look at the 70s, look at what happened with the Shah and pre-Shah and post-Shah and the Ayatollahs and oil embargoes and our hostage crisis and all the shit that went on in Iran in the 70s. Then you go back to the 50s and look at what went on between Israel and Iran, and then you could look at all the other times in between. But no, it's all about right now because Trump is the comet of the universe, and anything he does, everybody has to fucking put their eyes and oxygen on. And it's stupid. It really is. We didn't do it for Nixon. We didn't do that for Reagan. We didn't do that for Clinton. We didn't do it for anybody else. But Trump, Teflon Don. And he's going to end up right because the left is so dumb lately. I don't know. The right is dumb. He's already usurped the right. Understand it. It's the left he's supposed to be fighting. You're the opposition. And the fact that he just keeps getting right by accident is because your opposition is so pathetically weak and untethered and unfocused. So all it is 9 years of Orange Man, bad, he's unfit. He's unfit to do what? Start wars? Change laws? No, he's fit to do whatever the hell he pleases. He's got a mandate. You guys are unfit. You have a 10% approval rating and haven't moved legislation in 25 years except in the wrong direction. Wake the fuck up, Dems. And this is great because now I'll say this and not a single Dem will respond, but all the MAGAs will come out of the woodwork to pound their chest and agree with me when I shit on the Dems and shit on me when I shit on Republicans or talk about abortion or anything else. It's such a silly, silly game. I mean, politics have just gotten to be so over the top ridiculous in this country. I'm looking at dating sites. I've been divorced a few years. I never looked at a dating site, but Facebook has it. I can't believe 50% of the dating like profiles are like no MAGAs or no liberals. Or like, are you people fucking retarded? Are you that retarded that you think that your fellow Americans are different than you over shit like that? That is pure brainwashing. It's pure stupidity. If you guys were put together in a movie theater, you have no fucking clue about each other's anything, and you could all have popcorn together, and you'd all leave together and have soda and go bowling and play ping pong with no clue about anybody's political leanings whatsoever. This is just because these are sports teams for people who know nothing about sports. Suddenly we have these two teams, the blue and the red, and their lives depend upon them. No, they don't. The life depends upon you learning what's going on in our duopoly and how fucked up it is. And the fact that our founding fathers, who were so sacrosanct and never wrong, told us that a two-party system was a failure. But yeah, here we go. Just keep going along, pretending it's not a failure. And you two are going to argue with it. You're both fucking wrong. You're in bubbles. Come out of the bubble. The air is good here. There's still common sense. We still have ideas. There's still ways to progress. We can still make the world a great place. But nah, everybody's just more, it passes the time better with social media and this shit to just rant and rail. My ranting vids get 500 views in hours. My other videos, my music videos, my polite videos, my nice stuff talking about sports, it gets 100 views and it's a trickle. It's like, ugh, people are just so caught up in this political garbage. We're so caught up in this bipartisan thing. It's really, really crazy. Every fucking American today should be an independent. Every one of them. There should be no two parties. Every American should be an independent. If you align with Dems or Republicans, you are a sheep. You're a sheep living in a system that was designed long ago to carve up sheep. And now you're carved up. And if you look close enough on your body, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, you'll probably find a brand there, like they hit you with an iron. Did they hit you with a hot iron to brand you? Then why are you locked into everything without being able to think about third parties? Why is Ross Perot evil when he tells the truth, but these two parties lie in your face and you go, yes, and your party lies in your face and you say the other party's lying, even though you're being lied to in your face. It's bubble. You're in a bubble. It's like a hermetically, horribly sealed bubble, too. No good information comes in. The shit that goes out, I must have waste facilities because all kinds of shit comes out of the bubble, but nothing good goes in. I don't understand it. So, from outside the bubble, have a wonderful day today. I got things to do. I'm up too early. I'm ranting and raving. I haven't even got my coffee. I made coffee, didn't drink it. I nuked it, I didn't drink it. So I had to make this rant instead because it's more important for my country and my life and my blood pressure. No one told you they love you today. I do. Have a great one. Peace out.